Hello everyone, this is Mr. Salmingo again. In today's tutorial, or in today's show, I'm going to teach you how to use Schoology to create an assignment. As you can see in my web browser, whether it's Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or Internet Explorer, I've entered Schoology.com into my address bar. You should see this page. In the previous video, I taught you how to create an account. If you've already done so, click on the top right button and click on Login. It'll prompt you for an email or username and a password. If you had followed the steps that I did in my previous video, you probably entered your CSHM email address. So I will type it in like so, and type in my password. I'll then click in. If done correctly and you have the correct password, this is the home screen in which you are going to see. As you can see, I've already uploaded a picture for my profile. I have a welcome message from Mr. Nick Dow, and I have assignments on the right. I have options to post and update an assignment, event, and more. These are settings that are only on my account, but you should see a very similar page on yours. But let's just say I want to create an assignment. In our previous video, I had you create courses. Here I have two of the courses that I'll be teaching this year. Let's click on one of them, and for now I'll click on AP Calculus BC. As I click on it, I will now see the home page for AP Calculus BC. I have a profile picture for this. Course, in which you can edit the picture like so. And I just found a calculus picture on Google Images. You'll find assignments, online tests and quizzes, files, links, discussions, and albums, in addition to other options that you have, like gradebook, attendance, updates, members, etc. But today's video, we're going to focus solely on assignments. If I'd like to create an assignment, there's two ways to do so. I have a drop-down menu up here, and I can click on Add Assignment. Or I can click here where it says Assignments. Either one is fine. Let's go this route. I will click on Assignments. Here I have no assignments, and if you do so, you'll have a long list of assignments that you've had for your course. As a matter of fact, you can make all the assignments for the next few weeks, next few months, but I could make a whole bunch of assignments already at any time. I'll click here because I do not have any and put Add Assignment. This is a very standard box that will pop up, and I'll ask you some very key questions of what you need to know about the assignment. What is the name of your assignment? So say for example, in my class, I want my students to, I want them to write a paper, a two-paragraph paper on how much they love math. So for my name, the title of my assignment would be, Why do you love math? That will be the name of my assignment. In the next box, I get to type a description. Just how I mentioned to you, I'll write it down. Your task is to write a two-paragraph essay on why you love math. The next option says Dropbox, and some of you may get confused because we did some Dropbox previously, but this is something completely different. If your assignment is something that you want your students to upload, for example, you want them to create a paper like I did here, or maybe you want them to turn in a picture, or maybe you want them to upload a movie, that's when you enable the Dropbox. If this assignment is just an announcement for students to know that something is due the next day, you do not need to enable the Dropbox. Because I want my students to upload an essay onto Schoology, I will enable the Dropbox. You can set how many points the assignment is worth, I'll call it 20, and you can also set when the date is due. Let's just say the 24th. And you can also set a time. Most people in colleges and universities, they like to set any online homework to be due by midnight, so I'll keep that standard. And lastly, those of you that like to sort your grades by categories, by default it says ungraded, but you can create a new category and name it homework or projects or quizzes or tests, so you could put the grade for this in a certain category. But for right now, I'll put ungraded. Some of you may be wondering, like, what if I want them to read a description, like a project description? Or Mr. Blanco asked me once, like, oh, what if I want them to look at a picture? Or if you're in a world history class or a religions class, you want them to look at a website and analyze it. These two buttons here are the ones that allow me to do so. If I click on File, it pulls up and this is on a Mac, but it's similar in Windows, it'll open up the file structure on your computer so you can upload any document you want. I can choose a PDF document, a Word document, a PowerPoint, very open and flexible as to what files you're allowed to upload. If you want your students to look at that file prior to completing the assignment, you'll click on File. Link, as I mentioned, if you want them to look at say a YouTube video, a news video, even just a website that you want them to look at, I'll click on Link. Here, it'll ask for what is the link or the URL, or embed codes. So those of you that know what embed codes are, I could add a video. And then I could title the video, or I could title the website. And I'll click Attach. But I will not do that now. And once you're done, you can click Create. For those of you that teach multiple courses, or maybe this is one assignment that I want to do for all my classes, you might not be able to see it because it's cut off, but there's a button here that says Copy to Courses, and that allows you to duplicate this assignment for multiple periods. And when you're done, I'll click Create. If you did this correctly, you will see your assignments right here. And if you want a little preview of it, I could click on it. And this will show you how when the students see the assignment, how does it look like to them. So let's click on it. It says here when it's due. Here's the title of the assignment. Here's when it was posted, so your students know when did you put it online. Here's the description we did. This may be new for some of you, those of you that are not familiar with Facebook, but there's a comment section. So if students have questions about the assignment, they can place their comments here. Or even myself, for example, say I forgot something that I wanted to say. Don't forget to double space. I could add that here in the comment section. So now every time they see this assignment, they'll notice some of the comments. And also what this is very practical for is, say a student has a question that a lot of other students have the same question. You could answer one of their responses or answer one of their comments, and everybody else can see your answer to it. This is the teacher view. You'll see here where it says Dropbox. And this shows you everybody that turned in their assignment. What happens for students, instead of seeing this, they see a big green button that says Submit your assignment. So when students are complete with their assignment, they click this green button and they submit it. What's very cool is that it shows you how many people have turned in their assignment. It shows you what time they turned their assignments, and I can also grade it right from this screen. I will pause the video just really quickly and show you how it looks like when a student turns in their assignment. I have now logged on to my previous courses, and this is my academic decathlon class. Here you can see, as I introduce you to assignments, you can see again, here's the icon or profile picture for this course. And here, as I scroll down, you can see all the different assignments I had assigned for that semester. So to give you an example of an assignment, let me click on here where it says Speech Intro. Again, here's the title, the due date, when it was posted, and a brief description. But something a little bit different, you'll notice that it shows here on the right side everybody that submitted their assignment. It shows me that out of a class of 33, only 10 submitted the assignment. It tells me who submitted it, whose assignments have yet to be graded, and also the status of how prompt their submission was. As you can see, this student has turned in late, whereas the rest of them have turned in on time. How do I grade this? Let's click on the first name, Miguel Bautista. As I pull up his name, it'll bring up, give it some time to load, but it'll bring up his document that he uploaded. So as you see here, here's his Word document, and it says here, beginning of my speech by Miguel, and here's the Word document that he uploaded. There's a couple of things I could do here that's pretty fun. One thing I could do is I could download his file if I wanted to. I could download it onto my computer and analyze it that way. But what's even more powerful is that I can annotate and grade it within Schoology. This screen's a little bit small, but at the bottom you should see 3 different buttons. One says Highlight, Comment, Strikeout, and Draw. So say for example I want to notice something or note something that he did right. I could click on Highlight, I could click on the color that I want, and then just scroll over a sentence or a word or a paragraph that I want to highlight. Let go, and now it's highlighted. Same thing with the comment button. If I click comment, my cursor now becomes a little post-it note. So now here, for example, this says later skater. I think it's too informal. I can click here, and type in a comment and write informal. If there's something that's incorrect, I could click on where it says strike out, and I could strike out a whole sentence if I believe that I don't want that in the essay. And lastly, I can draw. For those of you that like to freehand, I could cross things out, I could draw, I don't know, whatever you'd like to draw. I could use different colors, but you could strike out and use it as a almost like a freehand drawing as you're grading this paper. On the top right, it says here what grade I would like to give the student. So I'd type in, remember I told you my assignment's out of 20, so I could put in a number here. I could show it to the student, I could put a comment and justify why the grade is what it is, and click submit. And the powerful thing is once you click submit, the student will get a notification that he or she or his or her assignment has been graded. If I want to keep a running conversation, I could also add a comment here on the right. I could type in keep up the good work or send again, and I have this running I can have a running conversation with the student about their paper as they're working on it. And if you really want to, you could also attach a file to this, and maybe it's a rubric or something, and you could attach it and the student will see it. And the last thing what makes this so powerful is here's the person's name again, Miguel Bautista. If I click on the name, I'm presented with, again, all the students that have turned in their assignments, and now I can grade the next student. So if I click on here, it says Jerissa Cabasal. Now I'm on the next document, and now I'm ready to start grading again. I could use all of the tools that I taught you, or maybe I could just give a grade. Maybe I could just write a comment. In any case, it makes grading so much easier, and you don't have to carry all those papers. When you're done, all those grades are transferred onto your gradebook, and now all the heavy work that you used to do prior is now very simple, and the students get their responses and their feedbacks very quickly. So that is my short tutorial on how to create an assignment and grade an assignment on Schoology. Let me know if you have any questions. Remember, I'm here for you if you want me to walk you through it or do it on an individual basis. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all later.